Public space has long been the heartbeat of human society, a communal arena where individuals converge, interact, and shape collective identities. Traditionally envisioned as parks, plazas, streets, and markets, these spaces foster unexpected encounters, civic discourse, and cultural expression. Yet, in our increasingly digitized era, the notion of public space extends beyond the brick and mortar into virtual realms, prompting profound questions about identity, urban design, social dynamics, and the rivalries between different scales of human settlement. It draws from broader philosophical and sociological lenses. This reflection explores these dimensions, contemplating how public spaces, both tangible and intangible, evolve and influence our lives. This digital world emerges as a vast, borderless public space. It redefines accessibility and interaction. Platforms like social media, online forums, and virtual reality environments serve as modern agoras, where billions gather without any physical proximity. This shift democratizes participation. It can allow a farmer in rural India discuss global politics with a scholar in New York. It even transcends geographical barriers. However, this digital expanse often lacks the sensory richness of physical spaces. It doesn't give the same sense and feeling as the rustle of the leaves in a park, or the hum and loudness of a busy square. This grounds rejects the human connection in a shared reality. Reflecting on this, one wonders if the digital realm enhances or erodes genuine communal bonds. Algorithms curate echo chambers. It prioritizes engagement online over the diversity, leading to polarized discourses. In contrast to a physical public square, where eye contact and body language moderate interactions, online anonymity can breed toxicity. Yet, there's optimism, like movements through Me Too or global climate protests. They have harnessed digital public spaces to amplify marginalized voices, proving their potential as catalysts for social change. Ultimately, the digital world challenges us to design virtual spaces with intentionality, ensuring they promote inclusivity rather than division. But they still lack the touch. They still lack looking at somebody in their eyes, connecting with them, sharing a laugh. Digital interactions, for all their strengths and virgin distances, diminish the depth of human connection. Studies and observations show that over-reliance on screens correlate with reduced face-to-face time, shallower conversations, and heightened feelings of loneliness. According to the U.S. Surgeon General reports, social isolation is a public health crisis today, and it's comparable to smoking. They have concluded that a primary antidote for this is a strengthened physical infrastructure like parks, plazas, and markets. Physical spaces encourage nonverbal cues like eye contact, body language, and casual proximity that build empathy and trust. It belongs in ways that emojis and video calls cannot simply replicate. They combat the sedentary nature of digital life, promoting movement and well-being while allowing spontaneous encounters that digital platforms cannot suppress. The urban fabric plays a pivotal role here. Well-designed physical public spaces that are accessible, comfortable, activity-rich, and sociable naturally draw people together. The timeless Eyes on the Streets by Jane Jacobs and mixed-use environments remains relevant. Vibrant sidewalks, benches, green areas, and flexible seating invite lingering and interaction across ages, diverse backgrounds, and interests. In contrast, sterile or car dominated designs push people indoors or online, exacerbating disconnection. The pandemic underscored this need. When digital tools became lifelines, people craved for public spaces, outdoor public. Now, post pandemic, it's the opposite. There's the imperative to double down, to create more pedestrian friendly streets, more community plazas, and inclusive parks that prioritize human scale experiences. Successful examples illustrate how intentional design revives physical interaction. Bryant Park in New York City transformed from an underused, unsafe area into a thriving hub by adding movable chairs, free events, kiosks, and casual games that boost safety perceptions, community cohesion, and daily visitation. Luxembourg Gardens in Paris integrates seamlessly with the city, offering endless activities and drawing diverse crowds to stroll, read, and converse. Closer to home, in places like Maggie Daly Park in Chicago, layer activity zones for different groups while maintaining visual connections, fostering inclusivity. Initiatives in smaller communities, such as transforming underused intersections into gathering spots, have increased visitation dramatically while building local trust and economic vitality. These spaces succeed because they emphasize belonging over efficiency. They offer sensory richness, sunlight, wind, the sound of laughter, and the smell of street food that ground us in the present and encourages real dialogue. In a digital age that fragments attention and promotes performative interactions, physical public spaces remind us of our embodied nature. They allow for bonfire moments like unplanned gatherings that spark creativity, solidarity, and joy among people. To meet this need, cities and communities must invest in such places, reclaim the streets for people, integrate green elements for calm and play, ensure accessibility for all, and program them with low barrier events that welcome strangers to become neighbors in that moment. Satellite zones and smaller towns can especially shine here, offering quieter, more intimate alternatives to grand cities' intensity, local parks, or revitalized main streets that provide quality over scale. Ultimately, physical public spaces aren't relics or pre-digital past. They are antidotes to its excesses. By designing them thoughtfully,